Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We are going to be playing some Raum today. This will actually be my third video on Raum. We did two already on the PTS. He's gone through the live in the exact same way. As far as I know, they didn't change anything with him. They did with a few other characters, like Andrew's dashes that were bugged. They fixed that, and I will be making an updated video on that sometime soon. But yeah, I wanted to make another video on Raum now that he's in live, and now that I've got a little bit more experience with him and stuff. We've got a pretty similar loadout to the one I showed in the second PTS video, based around the damage reduction and stuff on the F. I will go through it really quickly, just in case you didn't see that video. You're obviously going to be going for his base talent, which is the one you get straight away, Enforcer, which gives you damage reduction. Earth Splitter is also pretty decent. I've seen that picked up a little bit. But the loadout is really where it does start to get crazy strong. Apocalypse gives you a massive heal whenever you hit people. Subjugation just increases the distance, and as far as I know, it also seems to increase the speed because you're adding distance, but the time in your F is still the same. But I might be wrong with that. That might just be something I'm making up, but it's a really good card. And nonetheless, Sinister Allies, Desperation, and Harbinger, these three are also important, but obviously not as much as these two. And then this is a new version of the loadout, which I don't think I've shown off because I made the PTS video like weeks ago, but this is the same thing basically. It just has the damage reduction on the ignition blended from the other loadout, which is the common one that you see with him quite regularly, which is based around the right click. I much prefer the one based around his F instead of the one based around his right click, and if anything, I reckon this will be the thing that gets nerfed, because whenever I go against it, it's a pain in the ass, and whenever I play with it, I seem to do pretty damn well. So we'll just go ahead and queue. Well, this is a new one. I've never had this bug before. We've got Siege Bazaar as the map. I'm like in the void. It looks like I'm in the champion select screen, but I'm not. I'm actually in a lobby. Rather weird. We've got a Grok locked in, we've got a BK locked in, we've got an Andro locked in. Team is basically set. Doesn't really matter what that last choice is. Called me Mr. Awesome, just said, Frost, I'm not pleased with what you said about my performance in your Grok video. I honestly don't remember. I record like a video or two every single day, but I apologize if I like called your stat bad or something. We're up against another Grok, a Tyra, a Nando, a Maeve, and a Vivian. Well, luckily the only person on their side that gives us any sort of trouble is the Tyra with Burn Monster, which does kind of shred. We've also got Makoa, so this might be a bit of a pain. The one thing I have noticed with Raum is the pick rate for some of the characters has kind of spiked a little bit. I'd say especially Grover with Deep Roots is really strong at the moment because of how hard he counters Raum, because he can just right click you and then your F is instantly stopped and goes on that 15-second cooldown. We'll go ahead and grab the talent, and I reckon we'll go for this one because we are up against an Nando. I reckon that damage reduction on ignition might be kind of nice. I'm actually going to start out with Rekka. I don't think I've bought Rekka on Raum before. This is a bit of a weird setup. They have a Grok with Totemic Ward, as does as well. Pluck on Makoa, Godslayer on Andro, and Accelerate on BK might be kind of nice on this map. Looks like Tyra's actually going to go for Hunting Party, which is good because then she can't counter her F. It still kind of screws us a little bit, but I think she's gone for that because there's also a Makoa, although I'm kind of surprised she didn't go for Burn Monster. Opportunity in Chaos might be a bit of a pain. Aegis is a weird one, and Cat Burglar. Sure, let's just go for it. Like I said, I have played a decent amount of Raum since the last video, so I'm expecting to do pretty decent, but you never really know. Let's go ahead and pop the F and just run. Sure, just hit you. Sure, let's go up here, hit you, hit both of you guys. Sick, this is actually kind of working. Let's shred through Tyra. My accuracy was trash. Can we also kill the Grok? That's a double kill straight off the bat. I saved myself with the F and the loadout. There's the Q. Let's just get some hits on this Nando. He's dead any second. Sick. We're just completely team wiping here, I'm guessing. There goes the Grok, and there goes freaking Vivian. The one thing that does kind of screw over Raum, which if you haven't seen my other videos, I guess you might not know, is his inaccuracy is kind of crazy. So anything above like mid-range is a little bit hard to get consistent damage on people, but either way, there we go. Objective captured. I kind of want to F in aggressively, but I feel like that's a bad idea. Yeah, it definitely is now that Grok just ulted. I'm going to go ahead and use it to make sure I don't die. Hit you two guys, make a little bit of an awkward turn, hit both of them again. There we go. Jesus Christ, I just dealt so much damage. Maeve is nearly gone. Can I just land a couple more hits and she's out? There we go. Tracing was kind of ass. I'm going to go for an ult here. This might actually be kind of clutch. I think they all had CC reduction, so that didn't really work. Tyra is ulting. Our Grok ulted though, so it was kind of fine. I've got my F again. There we go. Look at that damage reduction. Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous. And we're back up to nearly full health. We can make a bit of a better angle when we're floating in the air, and there we go. Start shredding this Grok with some damage. He is out. Nice. Nando is still up, but he's gone any second. We've got Rekka 1. Shield's still really strong, but Maeve's nearly gone. There goes Tyra. We're just completely team wiping here. One little thing to know with Raum, just in case you don't already, is if you do actually go off a ledge when you're using your F, you do get like 100% air control, which is kind of mental. Let's just hit you. There we go. Just keep running around. Hit you. Get back here again. Sure. Am I dead here? Well, thank you, Grok, for all the heals. He's been doing a great job so far. There's the F. Just hit all three of these guys. Make a turn and see if we can do it again. There we go. Nice. Jesus Christ, this game is so mental. I think Grok's Ghost Walk was just bugged, but I don't know. There's a Q. Not that I really need to. Maeve's just leaving because we've just wiped the entire team basically again. Other than that, Maeve and the Vivian is in spawn apparently. There goes Maeve. Here goes Vivian. This is a complete shred match. That is 2-0 at 4 minutes. I'm on a 14 streak, 0 deaths. Love to see it. I guess we'll go ahead and grab some more Rekka, and we'll also get some Rejuvenate to help out the Grok because he's been doing a pretty good job. Andro just asked how's Raum, and I just replied with I like him a lot because I genuinely think he's tons of fun. I don't know how you could dislike Raum. I guess maybe he might not suit your playstyle, well, but for me, he is just tons of fun. I think my opinion's pretty obvious though, just watching my videos and me playing him. I have a lot of fun. There's the double hit. Can we make another turn round? I'm in a bit of an awkward spot. I think I'm just going to retreat a tad. Makoa's actually ulting. He's getting kind of shredded though. He actually just died there because there were like 3 people on him. Should I go for the ult once that Grok totem's down? I'm going to go for it. There we go. Nice. That was a 3 hit, but I think they all still had CC reduction, even though it wasn't really displaying properly. There's another big thing I guess that does counter Raum, although not as heavily as like standard stuns and stuff, is CC immunity, just because then you can't really pull off your ult properly. I might just use my F and run in. I feel like this is a bad time to use it aggressively, but I feel like that might be the best option, just continuously going around this circle here. That Grok is nearly out. I don't have any of my stuff. I am just totally dead. I should have saved my F. I think the massive problem here is that we only have Grok totem for like the source of heals, but it's kind of fine. There's a hit on you. There's a hit on you. Tried to hit the goddamn Maeve there, but I made a really awkward angle. Alright, see if we can maybe melt through these guys. Maeve's nearly out. Oh, my tracking was ass, but she's gone. Freaking Grok is here as well. He's going to heal up now though, isn't he? He's got his totem just here. Or maybe not. No, he's full health. I don't think I could say that Raum is overpowered. I also don't know if I could say that he's underpowered. This loadout is definitely pretty damn good. It's my favorite way to play him for sure. You just run around, use your F, and it's basically I can't die. Nando is ulting. I'm just going to go ahead and use my ult, or not my ult, my F. I guess it's basically the same sort of thing considering how strong this is right now. Oh, can I make it around this corner? There's a hit. I might pull out an ult, or maybe I don't need to. I think I don't need to. There is my Q. Thank you, Makoa, for the shield. Maybe we can kill this Grok. He's so low. His Ghost Walk is kind of bugged though. It's happened a couple times where it looks like he's in his Ghost Walk when he isn't. That's a pretty serious thing. Hopefully that gets fixed soon. Well, there goes Nando's shield. Shall I ult? I'm just going to ult here. This should guarantee it. I'm not sure though. I'm going to use my F to make sure I don't die. There's a hit. I'm just going to make an angle. There's another hit. There's another hit. This is really messy. There's no way I'm holding this. There's 4 of them here. I'm going to make an effort for it, but I am totally dead. That was 4v1. Not a chance I was going to hold it, but 2-2, 9 minutes. They've actually made a pretty damn good recovery. I got Rekka 2, Max, Rejuvenate, Haven, and Cauterize. Quite a weird setup considering it's a Grok on both sides with Totemic Ward, like as the only source of healing. It's been a little bit awkward for me to get heals and stuff, and their Grok CC immunity has been the biggest issue for me. As you can see there, our Grok's got bugged Ghost Walk as well, so it's not just theirs. And there's a bugged lightning thing. I guess I'm just going to go stand on this point. There's the right click, just start unloading some shots. There is the Q. I'm going to just keep an eye on my health and then F whenever I'm low. There goes Maeve. Nice. We'll just go ahead and pop the right click again for that damage reduction and keep firing shots into him. I'm going to go ahead and pull the F any second. Or maybe I don't need to. Maybe I can save it. There's Grok coming through with the heals. His shield is just instantly cleansed. There's my Q. There's my right click. That knock-up kind of messed me up a little bit there, BK, but it's fine. There we go. Seems like we're going to make this one. It really is just dependent on like a single team fight and if you win or lose it, because we wiped them there, and I think that's going to be enough for us to get it. There's the Q. Just continuously fire shots. Looked a little bit bugged there, but I guess it's fine. Going to use a right click, get some more hits on this Maeve. There we go. Objective captured. Nice. Just get some more hits on these guys. Grok ult coming through kind of clutch. Do I pop my ult? No, I'm going to pop the F. I might die. Yep, there we go. I only had 400 health when I used that. I was a little bit too slow with it. If I popped that with a little bit more health, I definitely could have survived there. Let's go ahead and push up left. What's my play here? I'm not sure. We'll use the right click for damage reduction and the instant spin up. Just keep getting shots on this tower. Do I pop the F and just run in? I'm going to drop through this Grok heal and then just start hitting people. There we go. Nice. Grok's out. There's a hit on you. Make this weird angle because you can turn 100% for some reason in the air. And there goes Tyra. I traded. I guess that's fine. Maeve at the back there is really low. That was another team wipe nearly. Nando is still up, but it's 4 people on our side, so he's gone. Well, looks like Nando's getting shredded. There we go. Nice. Well hooked from the Koa. Grok is ulting on their side for some reason. Do I just F in and play super aggressive? I think I'm just going to F in and play really aggressively. There we go. Nice. I'm going to pop the ult, see if we can get a couple with him. There we go. A couple with him? That doesn't even make sense, but we killed 2. That Grok is on like no health as well. I think that's probably going to guarantee the 4-2. That's what I'm guessing here. There's no way this freaking Nando is going to survive. He's popped the ult. Grok is dead. There goes Nando as well. Somehow, don't know how he died there, and that is the victory. Victory screen's bugged. It's showing our spawn, but whatever. I'd say it was a pretty good match. Don't think I'm going to have top play. It is the Grok who has top play. I like that skin a lot. It's actually the Grok on our side. I'm guessing it's an all play. That's all I can really imagine it would be. I think it's actually this last team wipe. He goes ahead and lands the right click. He goes ahead and pops the ult. He just starts dealing 200 and 500 heals to everybody, and there we go. We got 2 kills and an assist, and he probably also helped kill that Tyra because I think she died there as well. I don't remember. Good play though. And there you go. There are the stats for game 1. We actually have second highest damage, which I'll happily take. I didn't expect to have number 1, but I was hoping to have in the top 3. Our Grok did pretty good. Makoa did okay. Definitely had a hard time because of the Grok CC immunity. Same with me. I think we both got kind of screwed by that. Andro has not that much damage, but a fine stat. BK's on the same sort of thing. Then Nando had a bit of a tough time, but he did shield for a lot. Vivian had a ton of damage. Their damage numbers are obviously going to be higher because of the double tank setup, and they had an Nando with shielding and stuff that doesn't count towards damage. Grok did pretty decently. I'd say our Grok did a little bit better, although they are very similar there. Tyra with the highest amount of damage. Not really surprised by that. And then and Maeve, who did fine. Looking at the stats there, the only thing that really indicates that we won that is the objective time, but I'd say it was a pretty close game. Even though we won 4-2, it was really just team wipes going back and forth all the time. We'd either completely wipe them or they'd completely wipe us. You can tell just from the way the score went. It went 2-0, 2-2, and then 4-2. It was just wipes going back and forth. Again, another weird sentence. I guess we'll just go ahead and queue for a TDM or an onslaught. Sure, why not? I feel like I did a pretty good job there of showing off Raum and his strengths and also his weaknesses. He definitely gets screwed by hard CC alongside CC immunity on the enemy team because you counters your ult really, really hard. Your F also doesn't work as well. Thing is, when you go against the hard CC, you can buy resilience and stuff to kind of fix it a little bit. You still get like pulled out of your F, which is annoying, but when you're going up against CC immunity, you can't do anything to counter it and you just have to deal with the fact that they have a CC immunity. I think it's also really, really annoying because a lot of the time it doesn't display properly, so you can't tell when people are CC immune or not. You just have to kind of guess, which is really sucky. But luckily we were able to grab him again. We got TDM Snowfall Junction this time around, which I imagine is not a great map for him, but we'll see how we do. We got a Drogos, a Maeve, and a Pip as well as a Strix. That was a really, really quick lock-in. We'll go ahead and use a booster for the boys. Yeah, like I've been saying, I really, really enjoy playing Raum. I think he has tons of fun, and I definitely say this is my favorite way and probably the best way to play him just because of how much strength you get on that F. And like I said, it can get countered, it can not work as well, but overall it's still just a really, really good way to use him. I don't know if I'd say it's too strong, but I would say that if anything is going to get nerfed, it's probably going to be this. So maybe that's an indication that it's OP or too strong. I don't know, but I reckon that this will be the thing that gets nerfed, if anything. I've already gone through our team. On their team, they have Vivian, Willow, Victor, Genos, and then Leanne. We'll go ahead and grab the same thing. I'll go for the different one, though, this time around with the extra base health. Shoutouts to My Man 2005, Blast, Flower, Opportunity, and Chaos, Eminence. This might be a tough situation. They don't have any CC, though, other than Genos grip, and I actually don't know if that can pull me out of my F. We've got Catalyst, Rogue's Gambit, Unauthorized Use, Fuselage. Sure, let's just run in. Just throw the gun to the side and just see if we can get multiple kills with this. Can I make the angle, please? There we go. Jesus Christ, it's like a grenade freaking Raum. There goes Vivian. Can't do anything against us there. We are just way too fat. Do I F and go in aggressively? I'm going to F and go in aggressively. There is a hit. Another hit. Another hit. Another hit. Can I make this angle? Yes, we can. Luckily, the maps are designed pretty well for Raum, so you can do that over and over again if you can use it in the right place. I am totally dead here. There is a Q. There goes Willow. Nice. The machine gun doesn't deal crazy damage, so a lot of the time if you are against 2 or 3 people, you will still die, but man, he's still fun to play. Thing is, I'm not even using the F in like a sensible way. I'm just using it whenever I'm near enemies so I can hit a couple of them. I really should be saving it for when I'm low health so I can use it to like get away and also deal damage and reset and stuff, but that's nowhere near as much fun as just using it to show it off. Should I go for an ult play? I feel like I should go for an ult play. I'm probably dead actually, considering I wasn't paying attention to my health. Like the proper way to do this, just in case it isn't obvious, is you go into a fight, you wait till you're low, then you pop the F, and then you can get your health back and stuff. Okay, so he can grip me out of my F, so that makes it significantly less strong. I didn't know if he could or not because I don't think I've gone against Genos just yet. That's not even with him going for the talent though, so that makes it a hell of a lot weaker against people like Genos and stuff. Let's make another little round. There we go, we got rid of him. I didn't mean to reload, I have to wait ages. Let's go and pop an ult. Sure, there we go. You can do a little bit of a jump, which helps a little bit, I guess, with a tiny bit of movement. Oh, what are those effects? Okay, whatever. Genos is gone. We killed Victor as well. Let's go chase down this Leanne. There's a hit. There's a hit on you. You literally just spawned, so I feel kind of bad about it. There is a right click. Let's get rid of this Victor. Maybe he's kind of low. We can probably kill both these guys here. Yeah, they're totally gone. The team is playing with me, so we're just shredding. Let's go ahead and pop the F and go this way, because I think 2 of them are just here. There's a hit on you. I can't make this angle, please. There we go. There's another 2 hits. The fact that I can hit the same person twice in one F is just great. There goes Leanne. Oh, I kept hitting into her, which actually worked because of the change. I actually just killed that Leanne because of the fact that she's no longer damage immune. I thought I made a mistake by continuously firing into her, but now it actually is like the correct thing to do in a lot of situations. Let's go and hit nobody because he just gripped me. Sure, let's go ahead and pop the Q. I'm going to go for an ult. This is a bad idea. I don't know if it goes downwards. It doesn't. It goes upwards a little bit, but it doesn't go downwards at all. That's something that I always seem to forget. I'm also going to grab a tiny bit of resilience for when he does grab me. It's surprisingly an even game so far. There are only 4 kills behind us. We'll pop the right click and just start firing some shots. That's like a subtle counter that I didn't even think of, is the fact that Genos can just grab you and then your F is cancelled. He's probably going to do it again. Yep, there we go. That is really annoying actually, and there's nothing I can do to counter that. Let's go ahead and use the F again. I think I probably killed this Victor. He's quite low. There's another hit. Can I hit you twice? Yes, I can. That felt kind of cheesy, but I'll take it. There's a double hit for you guys. Hello, Genos. You are just dead because Pip solo ulted you for some reason. I think he tried to get 2 people, but he kind of failed there. There goes the Vivian. Nicest. Willow is dead again any second. Oh, I actually managed to dodge that. Sick. You can actually dodge Genos ult if you're fast enough. I think that's the big thing I actually learned with Raum after playing him a ton more, is that he is really strong, but he also has so many counters that a lot of the time he doesn't feel anywhere near as strong. The only situations where Raum feels like overpowered for me is when he's not got that many counters on the enemy team. I am probably dead. Let's ult. Will it go up that far? I don't know if that even went on cooldown. I'm just running in here like an idiot. I need to play with the team. I just said I need to go in with the team, and I'm just using my F aggressively. Big brain plays. There goes Genos. Nice. That was a freaking single kill F. I'll take it. Let's also go for the ult. Will it go down far enough? That did actually land the stun. So she is nearly dead. Oh my god, that didn't work. I'm actually still alive, and so is she. I don't know what my plan is. Do you want to hit me with a heal pip? No, I'm healing from being out of combat though. I'm going to F and then go this way. Oh, I can do a weird 3P thing in my F. That's weird. There's a hit for you. Let's kill this Willow maybe. I did hit her there before he gripped me. I am totally dead though any second. There's like 4 people on me. But it's 39 to 39. It's going to come down to the last kill, and there is the defeat. Fair enough. It was a pretty even match. They were behind by like 4 or 5 kills for most of it, and then they managed to recover it right at the end. I'd say the Snowfall Junction is definitely one of the worst maps for Raum. He does not work very well on this one, but Vivian has top play. She left-clicked the Maeve, and then she left-clicked me, and then she also left-clicked the Drogos. Well done. That was a triple kill from the Vivian. Well, there you go. There are the stats for game 2. Didn't do great, but honestly, I'd say I did pretty decently given the situation. Snowfall Junction, definitely not a great map for Raum. One of the worst ones that I can actually think of for Raum, and we also went against the Genos who can grip us out of it, which was a pain in the ass, so we got screwed at times too. Usually counters like Genos and stuff won't be anywhere near as big of a problem as it just was. It's just because Snowfall Junction is a really, really awkward map for him. But if we go through the rest of the stats, Maeve did fine, Drogos did fine, Strix did fine, Pip did fine, although probably the weaker link there, but he still did fine. On their side, Willow did pretty good, Vivian did pretty good, Victor not so much, Leanne did fine as well, and so did the Genos. Nothing too crazy worth pointing out on that stats page there, just kind of what you'd expect for how close that game was. And there we go. I think this is a perfect place to leave it. My opinion on Raum is pretty much set in stone. I think it's pretty much in line with what everybody else thinks about him as well. He's really, really good. He's really, really strong, but he also has so many counters. If you look at the champion roster, I feel like half of these characters, if not maybe more or slightly less, actually counter him pretty heavily. I think that really is the best way to explain him. He's really, really strong, but he also gets countered super hard by a lot of characters to the point where he doesn't feel anywhere near as good. In the lower tiered stuff, I reckon he'll perform significantly better, and then you look at the higher tiered stuff, and I reckon he'll perform significantly worse just because of those counters being a little bit more known, I guess. I'd also say he's quite affected by the map. He does fine and great on most of them, but there's just a couple where he really suffers and he just doesn't work all that well on. Overall, I really like him. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm happy that he's in the game, and I'm excited to see what they do with him next. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see me do next. I'll see you all really, really soon. As always, stay Frost there.